Hey everybody, Wes back again with another one of our weekly comic book news updates. Hope you guys again are enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying making them for you. I know it's been a little bit of a process, kind of updating and like changing how I'm doing things, but I'm glad to hear some of the feedback that everybody has been submitting, and I'm definitely listening. So on to this week, we have some interesting news, and let's go ahead and get into it. In back issue market news, we're seeing strong sales in Alpha Flight keys such as X-Men 120, 121, and even Alpha Flight 1. And for those of you that know, that have been in the comic book collecting community for a long time or hobby, that book for a long time was definitely more of a dollar bin book, so it's kind of fun to see some renewed interest in a book like that. As far as Netflix news that relates to back issue market news, we had Sweet Tooth that we talked about the other week. Sweet Tooth dropped, and it has affected that book. There's been a lot of strong interest in Sweet Tooth #1 and a lot of strong sales. So that's a lot of fun. We also had another show that dropped that affected some comic book back issues, which was Loki. Both shows, Sweet Tooth and Loki, seem to have been popular with critics and fans alike. Loki has affected some back issues that are tied to his character directly. And we've also, like Journey into Mystery 85, we've also seen some books that are tied to the Time Variance Authority, which is an organization, spoilers, minor spoilers, that was featured in the Loki show. So again, that's really exciting. We're also seeing some strong sales in books that are not related to shows that are kind of fun, like Fantastic Four 52, the first appearance of the Black Panther. It seems like people are just really love that character, and it's great to see that there's still strong support and enthusiasm for that character. So that is awesome. We're also still seeing very good sales and interest in Adam Warlock keys throughout his first appearances, also some of his solo title appearances. There's a lot of Adam Warlock keys, so I know that it can be a little bit daunting to kind of pursue that character, but it also gives you the opportunity to maybe pick up a book that is related to him that maybe hasn't hit some of the crazy heights of some of the other books. In industry news, there's been casting rumors around Namor, who's a character that's been highly anticipated for the MCU. There's a rumor going around that Tenoch Huerta was cast as Namor, so that's exciting. That's definitely going to affect interest in that character, back issues, etc. It's definitely something to keep an eye out for. Also, we're seeing the release this week of Spawnverse #1, which we'll touch on in issues to look out for in a moment. But it has been announced by Todd McFarlane that that is the #1 selling first issue of the 21st century for Image titles. So that's huge, monumental news for Image, and congratulations to Todd and the folks over at Image Comics. Well deserved. They do a lot of great work over there. Also, Web of Spider-Man #1 dropped last week, which has done very well. There's been such a strong interest in that book that the secondary market quickly became very hot for that book, to the point where it was selling well above cover price. So good job, Marvel, on that title. From DC, we have Batman Reptilian #1. We also have Event Leviathan Checkmate #1. From Marvel, we have Marvel Voices Pride, a celebration for Pride, just like the DC book that was released the other week. We also have Web of Spider-Man 2, which is a follow-up to, obviously, Web of Spider-Man #1 that did very well for Marvel. In independent titles, we have Spawnverse #1, again, that we touched on earlier, that's highly anticipated. So that's a book to definitely keep an eye out for this week. We have also Something Killing the Children from Boom, #17, a series that again is very strong and that has been optioned. A lot of people are very enthusiastic about this title, myself included. We also have Undiscovered Country number 13. It's a title that had a brief hiatus for about 2 months and now is back again. We also have a new Image number 1 called Vinyl, which is really fun. So a lot of Image number 1s are definitely great to pick up. Even if you don't stick with the series, it's always a nice place to maybe try out something different. So definitely some fun titles this week. A little bit of a lighter week than previous weeks, but there's always something interesting going on in the world of comics. So yeah, jump in. Thank you guys again so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch this video. Hopefully you found it informative and useful in your journey in comic book collecting and enjoying this hobby in general. So again, we're going to continue to work and improve these videos, coming in with more news and more fun facts and things to look out for. So yeah, stay tuned for further improvements, further videos every week here on, from A1 Comics. This is Wes. I will see you guys later. Bye.